And then the bell rings.
No! 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 That doesn't make any sense!
My name is Luke Owen, and I love bad wrestling. Join me on my journey through a cavalcade of crapness, watching what many believe to be the worst wrestling matches of all time, to make my friends and you fall in love with bad wrestling too. This is my quest to find the worst match ever.
Welcome to Worst Match Ever, where we are on a quest to find the worst match ever, and by its very definition, the best worst match ever. I am Luke Owen, I'm joined by Tempest.
Hello.
And that's Sullivan.
Hello.
And today we are doing what is probably the most requested episode we've had for this show, outside of that tag match for Heroes of Wrestling, which we're not going to do, or Jeff Hardy versus Sting at Victory Road, which we're also not going to do. So I think this is the most requested match we've had.
But why?
Because it is Hell in a Cell 2019, Seth Rollins versus The Fiend for the Universal Championship inside Hell in a Cell. I've not seen this match since it happened.
I've not seen this match in 5 years.
And I've never seen this
Have you
match.
never seen this?
Never. I saw some of the clips, and they looked rubbish. And everyone was saying that it was rubbish. And I thought, I don't need this. I've got more to do in my day than watch this match.
Oh man, the day after this happened, so we actually got a message from someone who said, you guys are talking about this too much. Because we did live reactions to this show. We then had the edited review, we had a podcast review, and we had a bonus video go up of us just reacting to this match and the reactions of this match. And someone messaged us being like, you guys have loaded too many videos today. I do not have time to watch all of the content you've made about this match. But this is the birth of Seth Rollins is not cool. Like, it comes after this match. But for me, the thing I remember most about this match is WWE doing live reactions for this on their own YouTube channel because they were trying to shut down people like us doing live reactions by having Kathy Kelly on it. But they also had Sean Waltman absolutely dumping on this match, sat next to Denise Salcedo, who is doing her best to stay positive.
All right.
He's still the champ.
You may not ask me back for another one of these, but how the hell do you get DQ'd now?
Did he get DQ'd or the refs
frickin'
just stopped
cell?
the match? I don't know if he got DQ'd.
Well, here's one you should already know about. In 2019, WWE was next level bad, with a boss at the helm completely content to ruin his own show for no one's amusement but his own, and as a result, we got matches like this one between Seth Rollins and The Fiend. A match so terrible that in many people's eyes ruined the babyface run of Seth Rollins, the immensely popular Fiend character, and the Hell in a Cell match itself all in one go. That might be morbidly impressive, but is it the worst match ever? Let's find out.
Okay, here we go.
Here we are.
Red lights flashing up. It's a bad sign.
You, having not seen it for such a long time, all that red cage is hideous, isn't it?
It's real bad, you know. Why did they decide the cage needed to be red?
It's so stupid.
Well, because it looks like a toy, and they were selling toys of the red cage.
You know, it's a film for 12-year-olds.
You can sell a toy of a
regular
gray cage.
Yeah.
Oh no, but kids don't want to play with grey toys. They want to play with bright, colourful toys.
What kind of fence have you ever seen that looks like that?
No, yeah, exactly. It's, you know what, in a sense, maybe they were being nice to the fans because they couldn't really see the match at all.
Yeah.
So, it's a kindness, is what this is.
So what's going through Seth Rollins' mind right now?
Just thinking that.
I tell you what's going through his mind. This company's awesome. Like, we're such the best company right now. We don't need Will Ospreay. We've got Ricochet.
And how'd that work out for you?
Yeah, I remember being really excited for this because this is not that far from SummerSlam, and The Fiend's debut was like genuinely awesome. It was so cool.
I was there for that.
You were there for it. Like, it was so awesome and cool. And then like 1 month later, more or less, they were putting him in a world title match, and we were doing podcasts being like, what are you going to do? Like, do you just put the belt on him? I mean, it's probably what I would do. But otherwise, you just have to beat him, and I wouldn't do that. Turns out they managed to pick the worst of all the options.
No. There's a secret third option here.
Well, that's the thing, is that you could have had the Fiend go around you could have had him going around for a year, nowhere near the world title.
They only put him in this match because he was so popular coming out of SummerSlam. They were like, well, we've got to put him in the world title match now. Also, this is a company that's terrified of competition, so they are in like full-on panic mode.
Right, I see.
Yeah, that is important to keep in mind.
Yeah.
This is the same week that Dynamite launches.
Wow.
You get the first episode of Dynamite. Then 2 days later, you have Brock Lesnar beating Kofi Kingston in like 7 seconds.
Yep.
And 2 days after that, you have this.
Oh my God.
Hell of a response.
They went strong and wrong. Here we go.
I think this is also my first Bray match since his passing.
Yeah.
I think this is the
Would
first
be
one
for
I've
me.
seen.
Would be for me. It's this is the thing, is that these are two talented people.
Yeah.
And they're in one of the worst matches ever.
Love this song so much. After this debut, I remember doing an episode of the Rest Talk News, which was just like, it had like something ridiculous, like 44 million downloads in such a short space of time on Spotify. And I was like, I'm pretty sure 43 million of those are me.
Oh my goodness gracious. I remember Dave Meltzer saying at the time that this is probably the worst match of all time where none of the blame has to go on the performers.
Yeah.
I also remember so vividly loving the SummerSlam entrance, being like, this is so cool, the lantern is ahead, it's so red. And I showed it to my wife, and she was like, wrestling is lame. And she's like, it looks so fake. And I was like, well, yeah, obviously, it doesn't look like a real head. What do you think was going to be a real head? And she was like, yeah, but it doesn't even look like a good fake head. So, wrestling's good. We see you shop. I think sometimes as wrestling fans, we do have like blinders onto what the bar is an acceptable effect.
100%. 100%. Definitely. Because like that, it looks like a Madame Tussauds model.
Yeah.
I think that's sort of the level of quality that, you know.
Generous. Although some Madame Tussauds and mannequins do not look like the people they're supposed to be.
No, not at all. Not at all. And it is pretty spooky. I mean, imagine having that big a mouth. Imagine having that big a mouth. Oh, it'd be horrible. It'd be horrible. Have you ever seen the woman with the largest mouth in the world? It's awful. Don't look it up, guys. Stop looking it up. Luke, put that phone away.
I mean, I've got to now. This is why we're doing these entrances.
It's too freaky. It's too big.
The woman
But it's not like...
with the line.
I think what's freaky about it is that it isn't like, you know, to a point where you think like, a human couldn't have a mouth that big.
Oh.
It's just the largest mouth you could imagine.
Oh! Oh!
It's too big.
Looks like in The Mask where he shoves the dynamite down his throat.
Oh.
You seen that movie Smile?
All right. Okay, they're locking up the cage.
Locking up the cage. Here we go.
Red lights still on.
Uh-oh.
Through a red cage.
That's a bad idea.
Yeah, that's not good. But it's funny, so shortly after this, pretty sure it was shortly after this, Ollie and I, for Wrestle Talk Extra, reviewed Kane's first match, when he has the match against Mankind at Bad Blood. Survivor Series, that's right, yeah. And that also has the red lights. And I'm like, oh, this is just something that Vince likes to do.
Well, currently it does look like the inside of a sex club.
Which you know very well.
Yes, absolutely. Well, it's weekly office going. We all go together down to the sex club to talk about wrestling. There's no quieter place. There's no reason. No other reason why we go.
And to play board games, obviously.
Well, board games, yes.
They've got a great crocodile table.
Honestly, their crocodile table's fantastic.
But they call it cock and hole.
Yes, and you don't want to touch it. Not with your hands anymore.
No, not with your hands. No.
No.
Oh, kendo stick.
Okay, great. We started with a kendo stick.
So already Seth is scared. He's all spooky from the Fiends.
Fiend is...
Do they think people will change their minds about the lights? Like, because they did it with Kane, then they did it with Sin Cara, and each time people are like, don't know about these lights. Maybe we lose the lights, and eventually they do, and then they're like, We're gonna get someone with these lights.
But it was Vince with the giant genius.
Yeah.
You know, man, it didn't work with this guy. I'll try it with another one.
Oh, that Lars Sullivan, that's gonna be our big giant who's actually he's smart.
I know, but Eric Rowan, he's gonna be the guy who's a giant but is actually smart. Oh no, Heidenreich, no, he's a giant that's actually smart.
It's we use this lighting for Grubby Little Mitts when we do what we call blackouts. Like we were like, okay, we're going to blackout, but we can't do a blackout because we need to see where we're going. So we just put a low red light on because no one can see you really. That's the point.
They're in this big arena that's got low. It's a red light in a red cage with two small men. What is going on down there?
Like, you kind of struggle to know what's happening inside of a cage anyway.
Yeah.
Like, you gotta focus, you gotta squint a little bit just to see through the chain link. Let's just make it harder for everybody.
Yeah. Let's make it actually impossible.
What are the people
He's doing
in
the hi guys
nosebleeds-
gimmick.
Hey guys.
Hi guys.
What are the people in the nosebleeds thinking right,
Right,
now?
exactly,
Oh my
yeah.
God,
Like,
I'd be
they are
so
definitely
angry.
not seeing anything.
I'd be so pissed off.
Into the steps goes Rollins.
I want to know what the cameraman thinks when they're in the Hell in a Cell.
Yeah.
Because he can't go around the ring to
Nope.
shoot where the hard cam is. So he's got to stay along this one side of the cage.
Yeah.
Ooh, there were lights under the
And
steps.
when they eventually just start coming over to his quarter of the ring, he's like,
And you can tell the panic in every single time it happens in every Hell in a Cell match.
And now the Fiend's going for a weapon, but Rollins has got some steps. Who's that doing commentary?
I don't know.
Dio Madden.
Is it?
Yeah. It's Dio Madden right before he gets killed by Brock Lesnar.
Oh.
The future Mace
Yeah.
or Mace.
So our commentary team is, so it's Dio Madden, and I heard Lawler. Who's doing play-by-play?
Corey? Maybe?
No, so Dio's not lead, right?
No,
No,
surely.
surely not.
Yeah, to be fair, the red lighting does make you forget that the cage itself is red.
Yes.
It
that's-
masks it.
That's something.
I am
That's as much praise as I'm willing to give this match.
baffled by this lead. I'm going to have to go on Wikipedia.
I mean,
Wikipedia.
so far, this match has just been largely paint by numbers,
Yeah.
throwing things and people.
This is every Hell in a Cell match from the PG era.
Yeah,
Mark Henry versus Randy Orton.
totally. You could put any two wrestlers
Yeah.
Yeah.
in this, and that would make sense.
Oh, Sister Abigail into the chain. That's neat.
That's pretty neat.
You, Wikipedia. Why don't you tell me who was the commentary team? Who was the commentary team?
This is the most important thing.
Yeah, this is.
Well, I don't recognize that voice. I always thought it was Michael Cole that did the commentary for this. I thought he was the one that came up with. Oh no, he's box-like structure.
He's the box-like structure at
Yeah.
WrestleMania. Some kind of hammer.
yeah, some
I
kind of hammer.
think-
Yeah.
Ooh. I don't know if some kind of hammer is Dio Madden, but I know that they say Dio Madden says he's trying to impale him with the hammer, where the hammer is like this big around. Like, how are you going to impale someone with that?
Just so we're all aware, Google's AI is still really, really good because it is telling me that the commentary team for Hell in a Cell 2019 was Brian Campbell and Adam Silverstein.
You know what? I don't think that's true. In fact, I would bet my life on it. I always thought the Fiend's pants looked like pajamas.
Yeah, they
Yeah.
look silly.
They look well comfy though.
Yeah.
Yeah, very comfortable. But I was never a fan of the trousers. Because I think I know he's meant to be sort of clownish, obviously.
Oh, it's Vic Joseph.
There's a name I've not heard. And
Vic,
hot
that's the
second.
name. It's Vic Joseph. It's Vic Joseph, Jerry Lawler, and correctly Dio Madden.
What an all-star team.
Because Cole and Graves are doing SmackDown matches, whereas this is a Raw match.
Right.
Oh no, look, the Fiend's right back up after the stomp.
No selling the first stomp.
Oh, the other thing I remember from this is everyone talking about Seth Rollins' little cry face that he did when the Fiend showed up. He's like,
Your top babyface world champion.
Yeah.
You're supposed to be a badass.
no.
Well, that's the thing. I don't know why they had him just no-sell everything in such a way.
The Fiend?
Yeah.
Oh, but well, he's supposed to be like... Because the people who would defend this match, i.e. Steven Larson will defend this match, will say that he's like, there's the next snap, is that he's he's a Hollywood monster. You know, he's a Jason Voorhees type character.
Right.
You keep on shooting him with things, then he just gets right back up.
Right, I see. I can see that logic, but I don't think it works in wrestling.
No, it does not. That's not
My
the problem.
counter argument to that is, no, the he's not. He's a wrestler.
Yeah, because that's the problem, is that it works fine in a Friday the 13th movie, does not translate to the world of World Wrestling Entertainment.
And the reason why it doesn't is because why would Jason Voorhees be interested in the world title?
Yeah.
Why? That's not his motivating factor.
Can you imagine, though?
I just want to be world champ.
Pamela Voorhees in the back of his head being like, Jason, you need to win the WWE Championship. Mommy will be so proud.
Oh, some kind of hammer.
Oh, that's some kind of hammer. Look at that.
There it is, there's the line, he said the line, but...
Some sort of hammer.
I laughed my tits off when he said, that is some kind of No, it's just a fucking hammer.
It's just a hammer. It's just a
not
hammer.
some kind of hammer.
It's ever so slightly weirdly designed. I'll give him that.
A fan made us a hammer like
Yeah,
this.
yeah.
It's in the office still. But rather than hit him with it...
Just push him with it.
That's what you do with hammers.
You just push things.
You know, he went to the Triple H school of hammers.
Yeah. The man who's made his entire career based around, oh, hey, my signature weapon is a sledgehammer, and I'll never swing it.
And I'll always put my hand over it.
Yeah.
Because my fist is harder than the hammer itself. This has reminded me a lot. I go, stomp onto the hammer.
My God.
This match is reminding me, watching this match now, of my thoughts of it at the time, which were, I think its biggest crime is, apart from the finish obviously, is that it is boring.
Yeah, very boring. Very boring.
Yeah.
This is dull stuff.
It's slow, it's plodding, it's just moves. And again, that's the part of the problem with the Fiend, it's hard to sell, right? So it's hard to tell a story.
Yes. This is the problem. Because eventually, even the Hollywood villain does go down eventually.
Well, do you ever see Jason Voorhees get caught in a cage with someone for 20 minutes as they're like, I'm gonna hit you with a stick, I'm gonna kick him.
Another stomp.
Kills him in
and
30
another
seconds.
one.
Yeah, exactly. If you wanted to make this a squash, yeah, sure, that's not great for Seth, but at least that's the story. That's a believable story with this character who just continually gets up after everything.
The people have grown restless.
Yes.
They are booing. They hate everything they've watched. They're realizing that, I think we're currently watching
going for the
one
pedigree.
of the worst matches of all time. Oh,
That's
horrible
a
pedigree.
horrible pedigree.
That's a
and
really bad
a
pedigree.
fourth stomp, probably the sixth of the match, into the cover. One.
And
kick out at
one.
one.
Nice. Cool. None of that matters. Nice.
And he's already back up.
Everything you've watched doesn't matter. It's cool. Oh, well, here we go. Another stomp. Here we go.
He's up again. And off the ropes for another stomp.
Here we go.
And the crowd are just time to boo now.
Yes, they would, because of all the things that have happened. This is entirely pointless. This is all pointless.
Cool, got time for one more?
Meh, I don't like this. Meh.
They're bad stomps, too.
Yeah.
Why Luigi Rollins?
Wah. I'm the world champion. Wah.
You know,
Yeah, they are bad stomps.
I've never made the connection that Seth Rollins is just Waluigi,
Yeah.
but it makes a lot of sense.
Okay, but question then, who is the Luigi? Who is he the
Oh.
Waluigi of?
That's a good point. And then who's the Mario? Oh. Who's Luigi to Seth's Waluigi?
Who is Seth Rollins trying to be? What 80s wrestler is he trying to be?
Shawn Michaels, maybe?
Could be Michaels. Michaels could be Luigi. Anyway, Rollins has got the chair.
Oh, yeah, he's
here.
got a chair now.
Hit him in the dick.
Where are you going to hit him with that, Seth?
He tripped over his own feet there. What a prick.
I need to check.
Yeah.
This is a horrible plan to deal with a horror movie villain.
Yeah.
Yeah, what is your plan here,
I'll
Seth?
stand directly over.
Oh my
God.
God! It's a chair shot to the head.
Can't do that.
1. Kick out at 1.
Oh, Jesus.
And Rollins now. What's his next steps?
Use the big hammer.
Oh, he's getting a ladder.
Oh.
Might be a red ladder. Who's to say? This match is so terrible. Oh my God. It's set in on me. Truly.
This is rubbish. This is really rubbish.
This is rubbish.
I was expecting this because the wrestlers that we have, actually, it's not going to be so bad.
It's just
You
the
know,
finish that's
It's just
bad.
the finish that's bad. The idea behind it is a bit bad. But no, actually, because nothing matters,
Yeah.
and essentially they're saying everything you see here, it doesn't matter. The Fiend will never be damaged by this.
Mm-hmm.
It means that this is awful and boring, very boring. Because I don't care what he sets up next. He's not gonna ever cover him.
We're certainly not going to pin him anyway.
No.
He's going for covers, but he's getting.
Oh, yeah.
We've got
He's
a
not
2
gonna pin
count
him,
for
yeah.
that one.
I mean,
So,
I suppose that's slightly better at least.
yeah, damage
but-
is being done.
A bunch of sticks.
Bunch of kendo sticks.
Keep in mind, the Fiend eventually loses to a suplex.
No. No, you can't say that to me.
Just keep that in mind as we're watching all of
very
this.
true, yeah.
Sullivan, keep it in your mind.
In a very short space of time as well.
No, you can't say no.
If we want to do an episode that is basically a YouTube short,
Oh,
and he's got a toolbox fit for a tool. I don't appreciate that one.
Toolbox, chair, ladder.
Oh my!
Sticks.
let's sandwich the chair.
That'll do extra damage.
Wrestling's so stupid.
That is f***ing so thick.
That's the least effective way to do this. That none of this is doing. No.
Yeah, he's now smashing the toolbox into the.
You were much better off just smashing the toolbox on his head.
Yeah,
This isn't doing extra damage.
and now
People are booing again.
people are booing.
Oh, let's put the toolbox on the ladder that's sandwiching the chair.
Yep.
That's on top of the Fiend's head.
It's smart.
That chair is doing a +1 buff.
Oh, we get another chair. Nope.
Oh, he
no,
hates that chair.
Oh, well, that chair's not good enough.
That chair in particular. Oh, he's going introspective. He can't. He's looking within himself.
What's he gonna
What's
get
he looking
next?
for?
I swear to God, if it's another chair.
I want us to get that Big Show big chair.
If
Yeah.
it is another chair, that would be insane.
No, I think he's seeing the sledgehammer,
Another some sort of hammer.
a smaller sort of hammer.
That he's holding right next to the bigger hammer. The bigger hammer is really close. And also, does that hammer come back into this?
What, the big hammer?
Yeah.
No, I think if he used the big hammer though, he would get like a -1 proficiency bonus.
I see. That makes sense.
The
Oh,
referee-
Seth, you can't do that. You
Can't
gotta
do
understand.
this.
After
Can't.
all of this violence, a sledgehammer is too much.
That's Triple H's weapon. Show some respect.
Yeah, come on.
Come on.
You gotta protect this horror movie villain that's very clearly doing fine.
Why? What's the no? No. No, referee, this is not your job.
You're just, please, Seth, please.
Is he
Seth's
Do
going,
this, Seth.
maybe I'm the monster. Why are you crying?
Why is he like crying?
And then the bell
No.
rings.
No! 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 That doesn't make any sense.
The referee and the boos ring in as the referee calls for a disqualification.
So you know what? Like, I knew that that's how this match ended,
And the cage goes up.
Yeah.
but it's so much worse. That's so much worse than how I imagined it.
It is DQ, right? Or is it a no contest?
I don't know. It's whatever they put on
It's a DQ, no?
Let's have a look.
Wikipedia. There's a big book of WWE results in
WWE Hell
headquarters.
in a Cell 2019. I'll go to their official website.
Yeah, see what they say.
I know WWE was kind of like against giving people what they want at the time. I could not imagine giving people more of the opposite of what they would want in this match than that.
Yep.
Oh, it just says Universal Champions Seth Rollins and The Fiend Bray Wyatt tore each other to shreds in a chaotic Hell in a Cell match that ended in brutality and without a clear winner.
No, there was a winner. Seth Rollins scrambled his brains and the referee called for the bell.
Yeah,
that's a
that's a
win.
DQ.
That is a TKO.
Yeah. It is ended via ref stoppage.
Is
That
Seth
means
listed as the
nothing.
winner?
Well, it says Universal Champion Seth Rollins versus The Fiend ended in match stoppage. Brackets Hell in a Cell match.
So no. Seth Rollins does not win that match.
No. He's been disqualified. But the Fiend's fine.
It's fine.
But he's fine.
So
but The
it's-
Fiend is okay,
So
everyone.
don't worry.
Yeah.
He could have like done that a minute ago and won the match.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
That supposedly he cares about.
But it's the thing, right? Is that this, I think, is actually makes it much, much worse.
Yes.
Because at least if you have Seth beating the Fiend, yeah, that's not a great idea a month after his return. But at least there's a clear story you're going with there, that he pushed himself to a level of brutality that he never should have done. He could have done something with that. But this now means also, actually, it didn't actually matter that you
Didn't
did
matter
all that.
at all.
It didn't matter at all.
Like you pushed yourself, so you got disqualified in a Hell in a Cell match.
I'm trying to work out
And
what
it didn't matter.
how we're chanting there.
I think they're chanting restart the match.
Oh, restart
the
match.
Yeah.
Oh, no. We've got your money, fans.
And now the Fiend is set up to do a Sister Abigail on the concrete floor. Cool. Yeah, this was really bad, though, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's real bad.
And this is, it's just shockingly bad booking from start to finish.
Yeah. I mean, like, they shouldn't have done the match in the first place. And then the lights... Oh, no!
Yeah.
And now he's vomiting blood.
He's gacking up blood. As the lights go all mad.
Quick, someone roll in the light box right next to his face. It's like one of those disco ball type things with all the flashing lights.
Oh, I know what you mean. Yeah.
His tongue hanging out.
Oh.
And that's the end of the show.
One of the boobs away.
No, I'm
We'll cut
reimagining.
to black and it'll be perfect. And nothing will go wrong. Boo! Oh no, the show's not over.
Here we go.
Had to get one more horror movie
Yeah,
shot.
one more jump scare in there.
Wow.
For more boos.
I'm just imagining Denise's face again as she panics as X-Pac goes in on this match. Spooky laughter.
Absolute rubbish. That is proper cack.
That was so bad.
Yeah.
And I I went in, maybe I gave it too much expectations in my mind because I was like, it can't be as bad as everyone said at the time. I'm sure it's just boring. But no, it is boring, but also just cack. just absolute shit. Oh.
Now we've got a decision to make.
This is hard because I think this might be the worst in a sense because I think it shouldn't be as bad as it is.
Mm-hmm.
Right. So we've got our spectrum of like actual dog to that was some fun.
Yeah.
That was a bit of fun in it. So we've got this end and this end.
Yeah.
And this end down here is where I would typically think like, ooh, they have a crazy hammer and oh my god, look at the funny lighting and oh, there's a clown villain in the ring. That all seems like it would go down in the Ken the Box versus Mecha Mummy end of the spectrum.
Yeah.
But they it so hard. It has to be at this end, and honestly, I would make the vote that it goes bang right at the top.
I agree.
So I think we're definitely moving down these. I mean, I don't know, man, because this was this has got no. At least it had moves.
It did have moves, of course.
This also did not tell a story. It also had a bad finish.
That's true. But those people are as old as time.
There's a reason that is that bad.
That's
It's
true.
because they're old as dust.
Yes.
Meanwhile, here, there's no reason this should have happened.
No.
Well, he's going to Sharpie to redo this as well because
Seti Rollins versus the Fiend.
I'm going to blame production hand Adam Whitney for this one because he gave me a thing that's supposed to rub off. He gave me a pen specifically designed. You can rub it off.
Oh no!
It's gone. The match never happened.
Fun editing, Kieran.
You talking to me?
Well, there you have it. That is this entry of Worst Match Ever, where we do have, and granted, there's nothing written at the moment, but trust me when we say it is Seth Rollins versus The Fiend. Now, if you like this and you're like, oh man, I wish I could see the match on screen, you can over at patreon.com/WrestleTalk, where we've got an exclusive episode of Worst Match Ever, where we watch John Cena versus The Miz. So head on over to patreon.com/WrestleTalk right now and check that match out. Until then, I've been Luke Owen, that has been Tempest.
Goodbye.
And that has been Sullivan.
Goodbye.
And that was Worst Match Ever.
Boy, was it. Watch wrestling in a venue like this.
Yeah.
Oh, be careful, for
Watch
God's
out,
sake.
oh, for God's sake, for God's sake.
Oh, God. Oh, God. Look how many people it took out.
Holy Holy
It's one of the best dives onto a pile I've ever seen. Those fellas know how to